Hey guys, we're back with a new video. Today we're going to be doing a crimp bob. We're using solo green in inches 14 and 12. She is getting a natural leave out, and as always my clients are prepped before I start. So let's get into the video. Yeah. Big. Afraid to put the screws right in the damn way. So we don't. I ain't gonna show out because you on YouTube.
Chill with that shit. I've been on that girl way longer than I've been knowing you. What you trying to get at? Alright, but you took the life. What are you getting at? This business. They trying to see that.
Yeah, ain't nothing like secret society.
Well, excuse me, because the last time I checked, you had business dealing with her that wasn't so great. Flash yourself and shit.
Oh, it's like rosacea or whatever. It look rosacea. Or the white folks. So full of rosacea. I'm trying to count when we get here now with a guy raw. He's so raw in his black and white shirt. Yeah. He is. What the fuck I'm gonna do with these shoes? Oh, he tell the 1-8. So stupid.
They always take so much time. But y'all always make this something. Where you got this? No, I ain't got it. I ain't got it. So, what was the next shit?
Niggas got big bread. We ain't took it like yesterday. Motherfucker, I'm fucking with. It's always trying to impress me, right? Motherfucker already showed me the state, and it's never a fucking lie. Oh, yeah, we need to get them. That's the easy ass way. I already got 2 homegirls north side. I got to go to my TV. You know what I'm saying? Look at me. I'm just fucking innocent. They would never fucking know it. So they can get open. Just me in the kitchen. That's it. Other than that shit. You know that motherfucking PlayStation. Fucking PlayStation, I got motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Girl, they would never take me back. No.
Well, you need to already be chilling with it so we know how many motherfuckers in there. I don't want no mistakes in and out.
What is my name? What is my name? What is my name?
Don't worry about that. I'm going to take $20. You know the way around the next.
Okay, you guys, so when I'm done bundling, I'll be back to start and showing you how I'm styling. Okay, so now guys, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing the leave out. Thank you.
We in third war right now. Just tell me when you're on your way. I'll give you a wish.
Alright, sure. When we come to the shop, we'll get you on your way.
No. Where do you need to get? Girl, man. You ain't that. Believe me, if I would have seen him, I would know where.
Man, so what's somebody bad? She ain't got no name.
You really want to know?
Yeah, I want to know.
You get her fucking shit.
About a year ago.
What happened?
We really don't know what happened. But, you know, his one, his boy shot for the top. He died instantly from the 4, maybe. He had a coma.
So they don't fuck around and say the wrong thing to the wrong person.
I fuck all that. I ain't trying to talk all that.
Cause he probably would be said he.
So why you ain't got a girlfriend?
Couple girls.
What you think you move around so much?
You smoking weed with a nigga, you jizzing that girl, you goofy. Wow.
I'm also doing the voice, recording sessions, stuff like that.
That's why you making money?
Yeah. What?
Okay, it's nothing.
You fucked up.
No, I'm not fucked up.
Nah, you fucked up again.
Work with it, this shit ain't nothing to me.
Let me see.
What? You just met him in the stove.
You're not fucked up. Not yet.
Oh. You seen him?
No.
Girl, look.
Oh, I see him.
He called me like his old.
You know what?
He on something. He's sneaky. I don't trust him, and she studied getting high with him. He is so fucking good.
Did you see how that bell was running around on fire the other day?
No, for real?
Yes.
Big?
Yes.
I don't know what I do.
Yes. I don't fucking follow. Oh. And then it was going through, it went through the Oxford House.
What?
Yeah. I said, what the fuck?
That what you recording?
No, somebody else was recording it.
Where is it?
The Oxford House.
Whoa.
And then a white person was recording it on, it was running by the superstore, Toyota superstore, on Colonial, running on fire.
Oh.
And then somebody else spotted it right there in,
Oxford.
Mm-hmm.
Did they catch it?
I think they did. I'm not sure. I heard that they had blocked it off or something. I'm like, oh, Jesus, a fucking bad bitch.
You know there was one in Lehigh for the longest.
I can understand Lehigh. But
But
fucking
town?
town? Oh no.
I'll take my watches away. Ain't got no time for that. Okay, you guys. So let's start the process. That's gonna keep coming off. That's your fourth job?
Hello. Suspicious activity on your Amazon account.
What?
Pretty lying.
Somebody to get your information.
They gonna get it over here.
Okay, you guys, so we are back.
America is back.
And I've already crimped one side, I'm just continuing to crimp.
As Vice President, President Biden is now hoping to deliver on his own vision for the world. Lester, Peter, Alexander, thank you. And Andrea Mitchell is also with the president in the UK. And Andrea, on that meeting with Putin, I know there's some thought the key for the president will be his tone.
That's right, Lester. President Biden says that he wants a stable and predictable relationship with Vladimir Putin.
But
But so far,
it's
the only
yellow.
thing that's been predictable about Putin is that he will challenge President Biden on many fronts. On Russian government hacking, he's not backing down, and he's not taking any responsibility for the criminal hackers who are operating on Russian soil. So while President Biden says that he hopes to be able to work with Putin on climate, on arms control, on Iran, still, most importantly, he wants to be able to show that he will stand up to Russian aggression, setting a very different tone than former President
I
Trump.
went through them damn tolls so
Andrea
many
Mitchell,
times.
thank you. Back here in the U.S., millions of Johnson & Johnson vaccine doses could be close to
Yeah,
expiring.
in order for me to get my registration, I had to pay.
2 million Americans have received at least one
Hell
dose
yeah.
of
I think they make
vaccines,
it to a certain
but that's
amount.
up just slightly.
Before they
Here's
make you
Miguel
go, before
Almaguer.
they make you pay it. You have to
With
renew
our nation already facing a
I'm
dwindling
like,
demand
oh
for
my
vaccinations,
God. He's like,
tonight,
what the whole
potentially
thing? I was
millions of
like, yeah, might
Johnson
as well.
Johnson doses are sitting on shelves set to soon expire. In 2 weeks, 200,000 shots in Ohio may need to be tossed out. West Virginia has some 25,000 doses nearing expiration.
We all know this is a precious resource, and it's a precious resource across the world, so it would be a pity to see some of it have to go to waste.
The J&J dose is coveted around the world because of its easy storage. Let's say a doctor's office, and it's one and done dose. But after a safety concern and a pause in its use, its popularity plummeted.
Of the more than 21 million J&J doses distributed nationwide, nearly half have not yet been administered. States are asking the White House for a way to quickly coordinate their redistribution, as authorities also look to prolong their storage beyond 3 months. Still, the nation's biggest hurdle remains vaccine hesitancy.
I haven't taken the vaccine, and the reason is I don't trust it.
In parts of Alabama, less than 15% of residents are fully vaccinated, even as authorities warn the Delta variant, the most contagious of the pandemic, may next threaten the U.S.
I made it this far without getting COVID, and I don't need to get vaccinated. But eventually, y'all will have to get vaccinated, but I'm cool right now.
It took the loss of Antonio Lyle's mother to COVID for him to get vaccinated.
I got vaccinated 2 days after my mom passed. She passed the 21st, got appointed the 22nd.
Tonight, the push to vaccinate and the race not to waste critical doses.
That what works for y'all don't work for everybody. The hell?
You can make a plan for when and where to get vaccinated. Visit planyourvaccine.com for more. In just 60 seconds, the severe staffing shortage
I
at
want
the
to
TSA
get it
just
because
has
of
the
my
number of
job,
flying soars
and I don't want to
once
get
again.
it from these old ass residents
If you've
and
been flying
give it to my
for
kids
yourself,
and
the
again
TSA
don't
is
recover.
struggling to put
Like,
enough screeners at some of our busiest airports as travel ramps up. Eric McLaughlin tonight on what flyers can expect.
Tonight at airports across the country, a summer scramble for staffing. The record number of travelers returning to
Even though
airports
they
after
say you don't have
historic
to
pandemic lows.
wear no
Tonight,
face
the
mask,
TSA
but you
warning
get
in
fully
an
vaccinated. I
announcement
still
by
wear my
Washington
shit.
Post that more than 130 of the nation's largest airports are struggling to staff airport screeners. The ripple
And then
effect
they
of the
make all
TSA
the kids
shortage
go to
already
school.
being felt by travelers at major
And no more
airports.
virtual shit. Everybody
Security
got
lines
Well, I
so long
kinda
that
figured that when school started back
hundreds of
anyway.
travelers have missed their flights. While airports in Detroit, Denver, and outside Washington, D.C. reportedly
What
among
they
the
last
hardest
day
hit.
next week?
With a summer spike in air travel expected, a top TSA official warning help is needed, asking TSA office workers to volunteer to manage long lines and other non-security related tasks. According to the memo, union reps say this problem can't be solved overnight.
You can't train a TSA in a matter of weeks. TSA is a very dangerous job that a lot of people don't know. So we get minimum wage pay.
TSA releasing a statement insisting the agency is well positioned to meet rising traveler volumes. Pointing to a concerted recruitment effort, the agency began in the winter with $1,000 incentives for positions nationwide. If you're traveling this summer, experts say arrive at the airport 2 to 3 hours before your flight, and don't forget to wear your mask. It's still a federal requirement, both at the airport.
So why y'all living shit if people still gotta wear a mask? They so backwards.
Negotiations on infrastructure with a Republican senator.
I thought, well, yeah, because they done lifted wearing masks at different places. And when I walked in the damn DMV, I'm like, what the fuck?
Infrastructure negotiations entering a new phase.
Everybody has a
President
mask.
Biden
No.
ending talks with a group of Republicans led by Senator Shelley Moore Capito on Tuesday and reaching out to members of a bipartisan group of moderate senators. The group huddling for 3 hours in a cramped Capitol basement office last night.
We've come together with a proposal that may be able to bridge the gap between the two sides.
The senators haven't released any details of their proposal, except that it won't raise taxes at all, a red line for attracting GOP votes. That a difficult task with Republicans opposed to much of the president's initial plan. This as frustration builds among some Democrats to drop bipartisan talks and move to pass as much as they can with just 50 Democratic votes. Itself a work in progress. If this doesn't work, would you be willing to go it alone with a Democrat-only option?
I never give up. Never give up.
That bipartisan group knows time isn't on their side. One senator telling me today they only have about a week to get a deal. Lester?
Eric, thank you. Now to the record migrant surge. In our series American Crossroads, NBC's Tom Yamas getting a first-hand look at the extreme measures some migrants are now using to try to avoid the border patrol and get into the U.S.
More and more, the coast of Southern California turning into a floating crime scene. A new surge at this border, creating a life and death struggle just steps from the beach.
It's chaotic. It's very chaotic.
In the last month alone, 4 migrants have died, including 3 who drowned when their boat lost power, hit a reef, and smashed into pieces. Dozens of migrants forced to jump for their lives. Here, Customs and Border Protection now seeing a nearly 100% increase in migrant apprehensions since 2019.
On the coast of San Diego, they ramped up border enforcement nationally as the numbers are spiking now, and smugglers are charging more money, tens of thousands of dollars per person, and they're becoming even more reckless.
We rode with Customs and Border Protection's air and marine operations as they hunted for smugglers along the busy maritime border between Mexico and California.
A smuggler looks at a kilo of cocaine, a pound of fentanyl, and a baby, a human baby, all the same way.
They can. Yeah, it's all money. It's all a commodity, and that's the unfortunate reality that we're facing every day.
In the air and in the ocean, these specialized teams are patrolling around the clock, stopping all types of vessels as smugglers try to blend in or pose as recreational boaters and fishermen, sometimes refusing to stop.
We're just seeing the smugglers be more abrasive, more, just running into us, ramming, kicking people off their boat at the mercy of the surf.
The risks migrants are taking on the ocean are part of a growing trend happening all across the southern border. From sending their children alone with smugglers who've been seen tossing them over 14-foot barriers to migrants hiding on moving trains, squeezing into locked rail cars and wheel wells.
Wow.
Customs and Border agents tell NBC News they believe a reinforced and heightened border wall has forced smugglers to take extreme measures. In a remote village in Mexico, Luz Maria Perez cries at the altar she built for her daughter, Maria Eugenia. She was on board that doomed ship that sunk off San Diego, drowning, trying to make it to shore. Maria Eugenia, a 41-year-old single mom, was hoping to find work in the U.S. She was caught crossing illegally twice before and told family she was going to give it one last try. Now, her mother telling us she wants the smuggler
I don't know when they're at.
killing her daughter.
I don't know when they're at.
It's on one on Colonial. The Taco Deal. It's gone.
Yep.
Well, you don't want no extension because you know it ain't no other one.
Tough time some families are
The
having
one on
as their
Cleveland
kids
gone
start to
for the
reenter
one?
life as we know it. Kristen Dahlgren tonight on the parents need to know.
Yeah, the one by Taco Bell.
Well, then the one on Colonial is different from that one.
What one on Colonial?
Right in the Taco Bell plaza, in the Lowe's plaza across from Walmart.
That's the one.
Well, what about the one on 41?
For a lot of kids, like 12-year-old
What
Charlotte
one?
Suckling,
It was a
postpartum
one on
life can
41.
be confusing and still scary.
You gotta tell me where.
By the Wendy's and stuff, right? Like,
Well, that shit been gone.
oh, okay. We in the one over there, because I was over there a couple of weeks ago and went there. We in they closed there.
I just went the other day.
Oh.
Just to kind of
Wait a
practice.
As I wanted this other day. I wanted
And she's
to
not just speaking as a
do
parent.
this.
Hannon is a psychologist and runs the Child CBT program at Mass General.
You don't fuck with Slaw?
I do, but I ain't gonna look close. I just want me. I do got to look close. I just wanted some hush puppies and some talking fish.
Don't
Now I'm gonna
dismiss
go
what
to
kids are
Central.
feeling. Come up with a plan kids can use to help themselves be brave.
Yeah.
Make the transition
That's what
gradual.
I'm gonna go.
And make sure
Okay,
kids
where is
know
that now?
everyone does things at their own
Same
pace.
spot?
I think it's in the little bus, but they said, what you call it,
More
open.
comfortable every day. She says things like
The,
plane
you know how
tickets
they
still
shit
get
fucked up during the hurricanes?
Uh-huh.
It's open now. So I don't know if they moved back. I don't know if they moved over there. They still in their truck.
That's what to tell you about tonight.
I figured out.
On a spending spree.
A fat bitch gonna figure it
A lot
out.
of us survive as the summer heats up. That's coming up next in the price you pay.
And then I'm gonna have to go sleep.
With summer unofficially here and COVID restrictions easing, many Americans are spending more on style. Stephanie Rule now with the price you pay.
This summer, Americans are trading sweats and hand sanitizer for crop tops and false eyelashes.
It's been awesome to see people wanting to
Personal care products are flying off store shelves. Sales of teeth whiteners and eye makeup up over 50%.
No, you can, that's what it is for the 18 inch, but anything after is additional.
Almost 30% since
Yeah, I was gonna.
2019.
I know. I was gonna be disobedient.
I never said I wouldn't do.
It just said 18 on your thing. It just said 18.
Oh Lord, you should have. That don't mean I don't do 18. Beyond 18, that means
That's
there's
all right.
additional charge after 18.
When I take this out,
Rental company. Her active users have doubled from this time a year ago.
I'll go and get some.
Mini lengths, it's about bright colors, it's about prints, happy, super fashion with a capital F.
Is this what you expected in
I
terms
just
of
ain't want to
trends
sweat
coming
them
up?
out.
But you got these.
I didn't expect
What?
These,
to happen.
listen, this shit lasted last time. Did I come? I didn't even come here for the damn touch up. By the time I took my hair out, it was time for me to like take it out and my curls had not fail.
Stephanie, it looks like people are simply
We got the
ready to
whole
spend.
money.
Many are. Americans have been staying home and saving up. The personal
Yeah, I have
savings
my
rate
hand
of
on
people was double April 2019 levels.
I mean, not kept it, but,
Quadrupled.
you know.
Now that cash is burning a hole in people's pockets. Lester?
These people get to step out. All right, Stephanie, thank you. Across the world, millions have been following endangered elephants on an incredible journey. Our Janice Mackey Frayer on the phenomenon.
Tonight, a herd of wandering wild elephants on an epic trek in China, 300 miles so far, and for the first time, a rest. The images captured by one of a dozen drones now tracking them. Where they're going is still a mystery.
They need more home due to the hazard laws for fragmentation, and they need a huge area to roam around.
Their road trip started
Start
in
seeing
nature
wild
reserve in the
shit coming
south,
through
through
fucking
towns and
Fort
fields, causing $1 million damage along the way. A task force now trying to steer them back, using roadblocks and tons of food bait. The elephants loving corn, but not pineapples. All of it being monitored in real time and captivating Chinese social media. One possibility is that the leader of the pack got lost, and now they're all just following the food. A 24-hour command center has been set up to monitor the elephants, with reports now another herd may be on the move. Lester?
Incredible pictures, Janice, thank you. Also tonight, we want to share with you the story of a Harvard-bound high school senior who surprised everyone at her graduation ceremony with a big-hearted act of generosity. Here's Morgan Radford with that.
When Verda Tete walked across the stage to get her diploma, she did something no one expected.
I am not the most in need of it.
She asked to donate her $40,000 in scholarship money.
I would be so very grateful if administration would consider giving the General Excellence Scholarship to someone who's going to community college.
Was this a spur-of-the-moment decision?
I was very proud and happy at first, but then I sat down and it started hitting me, like I said, that someone else needs it more. So I made my mind up that I would do the right thing.
Verda, who's headed to Harvard, immigrated to the U.S. from Ghana at age 8. Her mother worked 80 hours a week while attending community college.
When you were young, were you watching your mom work and go to school at the same time?
Yes, yeah. I told her, you can do it. Just go work hard.
A lesson she's paying forward.
No matter what happens, I'm proud of what I did, and I stand by that. I know that this lady is going to make a change in the world one day.
And she already has. Morgan Radford, NBC News, New York.
What a terrific story. Up next for us, talent and perseverance, inspiring America.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay.
Finally tonight, the remarkable thing that happened on the stage of America's Got Talent. Something powerful and authentic that no one will forget.
It's okay.
If you were told Jane Marcheski a year ago that she would step onto the stage of America's Got Talent, chances are she wouldn't have believed you.
I was just taking dynamite and it just wasn't a matter of time, yeah.
A little more than a year ago, I was diagnosed with terminal cancer and given 3 to 6 months to live. Based on the statistics, I had a 2% chance of survival.
Said I knew what I wanted, but I guess
Jane, who performs under the name Nightbird, sang an original song that chronicled her tumultuous journey this past year.
Okay, you guys, so I'm done. Everything. I'm going to go ahead and finish our camera, and I'll upload the results at the end of the video. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, click the notification bell, all of that.